Hello there and greetings. My name is Joseph Premanand and I am from Singapore. In assignment 5, I will be comparing algorithmic and convolution reverbs. A reverb is a component of sound that results from reflections from surrounding walls or objects. A listener in a room hears the direct signal first, followed by the reverb. The direct signal is also referred to as the dry signal. The signal with the effect added is the wet signal. Reverberation in a real room has two main components: early reflections and the reverb itself. Early reflections give important clues about your location in a room relative to the walls, floor, and ceiling. The reverb develops as the sound reflects off the walls and objects in the room, and in time, individual reflections disappear and the reverb persists without decaying. The time difference between the reception of the direct signal by the listener and the start of the reverb is called pre-delay. The time difference between switching off the source of sound and the level of the reverb resulting from that sound dropping by 60 decibels is usually referred to as the reverb time or delay time. These parameters are used in many reverb plugins and are expressed in milliseconds. There are two types of artificially produced reverbs: algorithmic and convolution reverbs. Algorithmic reverbs are similar to synthesizers in that they artificially create the reverb, whereas convolution reverbs are similar to samplers as they use recorded reverb sounds. Algorithmic reverbs artificially create the characteristic of a space. They do this by creating mathematical algorithms that generate a particular number of reflections for a particular room size and apply many effects on them, such as high pass, pre-delay, etc. The algorithms are based on careful analysis of the way the acoustic spaces affect sound. Algorithmic reverbs are easy to create and configure. There are a number of parameters that can be changed to produce the desired reverb effect. They can be used widely without worrying about CPU load. On the flip side, you are always limited to the extent of what a particular algorithm can do. Since they can also be configured in very ideal ways, at times they can sound fake. Due to this, it is recommended not to use algorithmic reverbs on solo instruments. However, they do work superbly on sampled sounds. A convolution reverb uses real sound samples recorded from real spaces. These samples are called impulse responses, or IRs for short. The reverb plugin then filters or convolves your audio through the IR to generate a reverb. There are IR files for the Grand Canyon, famous cathedrals, and concert halls. There are also IRs for small rooms, recording studios, garages, and stadiums. Compared to algorithmic reverb, convolution reverbs sound very realistic because they are real sounds. There are many IR files freely available on the internet. Of course, there are two sides to a coin. The convolution plugin requires a lot of computing power and is a big load on the CPU. My own DAW crashed multiple times when I tried to add a few. So it's advisable to use them sparingly. You can, for instance, use them on an effects send channel or share one across multiple tracks. Further, if incorrectly modeled or configured, convolution reverbs can cause a bass buildup. So it's also generally recommended to use it on individual instruments. Showtime! Which one would you root for? Algo or convolution? First to go is the algorithmic reverb from Focusrite Scarlett plugin suite. Next, and not the least, is a convolution reverb from Reverberate LE. The IR file I'm using is from a cathedral. So, which one is better, convolution or algorithmic? Frankly, there is no correct answer. It all depends on what works best for your sound, the quality of the plugin you are using, and the way you have configured it. The key is to experiment and decide which reverb suits that particular track perfectly. Hope you learned something useful from this presentation. Thank you for your time.